YouTubers, streamers, etc. play this, but I really want to. And what Steel Beasts is that it's actually a simulator used by forces around the world to simulate exercise and everything else. And hello, guten Tag, and welcome to part 2 of our Steel Beasts tutorial here, the advanced version. So if you can't read German here, let's just scroll down. This is our mission briefing. So basically it's just defense against the enemy here. So we're going to be going over some more advanced techniques in the game, as well as learning how to pretty much run an operation here. So short comes to short here. Enemy coming in over here. They're going to be trying to advance onto our position here. Our goal is to make sure that our troops here, here, and here can hold the line. And if we do get some reserve forces that come in here. But before we get in, we do have friendly mines here. So this little guy means minefield. And we do have some fortified positions here and back here when we have engineers. So let's hop in. Let's press start and see what we're doing. So right now we are with a small recon element. If we press F5, let's select, we are right here. So these guys are now setting up right here. So in their little predefined moment, so they can scout and look out for the enemy. Right now we have allied elements retreating here. So that's these guys. And if we double click here, we can see we have a few marauders getting into position here. So all these are predefined, we're getting ready. So like I said before, our APCs do have troops, so if I right click, troop dismount, we can start to get our troops in order here. They get out with their anti-tank gear, because we do have a few enemy divisions inbound. So we can definitely tell them to kind of maybe set up along here. Again, Steel Beasts isn't the most accurate thing that you're able to play around with. However, just get them away from the tanks. There you go. So we do have contact now. So our scouts have reported an enemy element inbound, so they're going to start to engage. It looks like an enemy scout. So we are going to get into view here. Now, talking about support is that if we go up here, click the support tab, we can call for fire. The easier way to do that is just right click right here, and you can say new RD call. So this calls for a high explosive, you have your smoke, mix, motors, rockets, and airstrike. So the important thing to know is that when you do call for support, it takes time. So for example, let's say if we have a high contingent enemy here, we can say high explosive rounds here. Give it a name if you want, so we can just say test, fire for effect. You can also say adjust fire, immediate suppression, fire for effect, 6 tubes, max 6 rounds per tube, and you can choose length, width, everything else. Let's say they do have tanks, then they open, just send it. So now you can have your fire mission here, inbound, just under 3 minutes. Alright, you can do the same for airstrikes, pretty much same thing. So let's say new RD call airstrike. Pretty much same thing, 2 500-pounders. Boop. Fire and ready. Same thing, so it's just under 3 minutes for that airstrike to come on in. Chances are they're going to move, but it's good to know that you can call for support if need be, if your enemy is dug in. Alright. Going back here, we do have some leopards ready to get into action here, so we can probably move them up, back to F5. New route, engage. So let's bring it up to our troops over here. What do we have here? We have another scout, so this guy can stay here. Over here we have some engineers, so they're ready to move up if we need them to. And the mission says that if they do get to a certain point, we do have our reserve forces we can move in. Now, talking about another thing is triggers. If we go up here, we have triggers. So I know you probably don't speak German if you're watching this, but we have our different predefined sections here. So 6, 8, 13. Basically, it means we can call in smoke from artillery. So these are just predefined things you can do, all right? So for example, if we want to retreat this guy, this element, before they get overrun, we can go back to our map here. Blaze 6. Let's see, blend in 6, smoke 6. Cook that sucker. And automatically we have that inbound artillery for smoke. See, the enemy has their wonderful smoke wall there. And we have friendly fire shooting on that incoming enemy as well, which is grand. What do you got over here? We have marauders over here too, so we can tell these guys to dismount their troops. Get that anti-tank support ready. And we can go back over to the Leos here and see what they're doing. They're still moving up here. Go inside, have a look around. Let's unbutton. See if we can see anything on the blue yonder. Nah, we're still good, so we're just gonna keep moving up here. Can even move up here and have them focus long range here. We have some more elements of the enemy forces inbound. So these guys should be smoked, which means we can retreat them. So let's say new route, retreat. Let's get them out of there before they're overrun here. We'll keep them on the flank just for now. We do have marauders over here to watch our flank. So that's that airstrike inbound. Can't really see it because we're under fire here. So we do have some more M2A2s retreating here, so let's see if we can give them a little bit of cover fire. Make sure. Do have some medics here, so let's just pull them back a bit. Just make sure they don't get any fire from these guys coming on the right flank there. It looks like our Leos are finally meeting up with the rest of the element here. So let's move them up just around here. Move them up with the rest of the element. So we have any infantry, heavy armor inbound. So it looks like we do have air support now, so we can bring that in if we want. So let's say, come here. Let's get these guys ready to engage from the engineers. I'm not going to question, I'm just going to say that they're going to be friendly hinds. Again, still not open up here. Don't really have the best view, do we? It's the only thing with steel beasts. Alright, so let's get our main infantry ready to deal with the light enemy forces. Let's tell them to watch our flank over here. These guys are retreating okay. Haven't really taken any losses yet, but we can still see some smoke on the distance. That's good. Got enemy troops advancing through here. Our Leos are ready though. So we can bring up our leopards just to the edge here. There we go. Let's bring up our commanders, see if we can see anything over the roof here. We do have some friendly Bradleys knocked out. Still nothing. Well, that's not good. So they're over there somewhere in the smoke. That is not good. Alright. Let's see if we can just move up a little bit more and peek over the edge here.
PC.
Nope. It's not the best position.
We're at our checkpoint. We're at our checkpoint.
Alright. Let's see if we have any enemies that are scoutable. That guy's knocked out.
Identified. PC. We're at our checkpoint.
Nope.
We're at our
Got
checkpoint.
contact. Guys are in.
Ceasefire. 4-1. We're at our checkpoint.
Looks like we do have enemy armor.
4-1. We're taking fire here. 2-1. Ceasefire. 4-1. We're taking fire here.
There we go. Good hit.
4-1. We're taking fire here. 4-2. We're taking fire here. 4-2. We're taking fire here. 4-3. We're taking fire here. 2-2.
ATM.
2-2. We're taking fire here.
Alright, so I should probably back up here.
Identified.
Didn't take any significant damage, that's good.
4-1. Cross the tank. 2-1. We're taking fire here.
Oh crap, we got enemy artillery inbound.
2-1. We're taking fire here. 2-2. We're taking fire here. 2-2. We're taking fire here. We're taking fire here.
So again, we can go to our triggers. If we have to, we can trigger number 8. So then we do have some smoke here. I think we can ask for the reserve, see if that can be released here. They'll move in. Our recon element is moving back. Let's get some more artillery inbound. Oh, there we go. Let's fire some tubes. Waiting for approval. We're all gone. So it looks like most of our elements here are okay. We did lose some infantry. Let's take a quick look. Looks like we just lost a tank too. Alright, so let's bring in this one helicopter here. Alright, well, let's bring it in a little bit closer here. So there you go, he's engaging. Probably these guys over here. So more bombardment inbound. Again, it's kind of hard to keep everything in one piece here. So what these guys are doing. Looks like these guys have some targets rocking and rolling here. Enemy leopards are opening up. These guys gonna be troops in. This way. These guys, see the advancing forces here, just looking after our retreating American forces. So it looks like we are starting to hold them. We have our reinforcements inbound from the north. So it looks like we're able to do a bit of a pincer movement on these advancing forces. There you go. Just scouting up here. We do have a friendly hind there.
We're at our checkpoint. We're at our checkpoint.
Let's see. Don't have any damage on us. We have Sabo loaded up. Friendly hind with us. Can't tell if those flashes are artillery or if they're fire from. Okay. those are obviously tanks. Alright, and just like that, we stopped their advance right around here, so that's good to see. Reinforcements coming in. Oh, those guys starting to get damaged, we should pull them back. And this is a nice little scenario in the sense that it's easier in the sense that you do get them kind of funneled and they're in the open. Not all the cover is the best though. There you go. So again, we pretty much took everything we learned before and we were able to bring it back in and use it, and we actually repelled an enemy attack, and we are in the position that we could counterattack, but we're not going to spend another half hour taking these guys out. Anyways, thanks again for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for all your support, and have a wonderful day. Happy landings.
Contact, tank, east. 4-1, we're at that checkpoint.